Are we gonna do like a little nail thing? We usually do a nail thing.
Sure.
Great. I do want to get my nails did.
So Wynn pulls out like a giant little chest, and she opens it up, and inside is a bunch of mani-pedi stuff.
Right, your caboodle.
My caboodle. And she's like, all right, everyone, gather around. What colors do we want this time?
Gold and green? Like lizards?
Yeah, I think I feel like a metallic.
I want galaxy nails.
You want galaxy? Okay, you got it.
Now, you've got like some nice little sparkly top coats, don't you?
I do.
Nice.
And she kind of expertly sets up. She gets out, somehow from within this little caboodle, she pulls out like 4 of those little like sauna feet things that you can like stick your feet in, and it's nice warm water and it bubbles.
Dang.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She pulls out enough for everybody, and she sets them down. And she's like, okay, everybody, stick your feet in there. It should be nice and cozy. And then she casually gets to starting to do everybody's nails.
Breadsticks is part of this process. Breadsticks puts her little footies in the
Her
warm
little
water.
feeties.
And she's got little nails. You can paint them.
Are you're gonna paint all her little wing claws?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What about Finn?
Finn is on board to get his like nails buffed and polished, but like again, his nails won't take color.
Yeah, but he's like the only person who ever joins us for mani-pedis.
This is true.
Everyone else just sort of like hates us a little when we ask.
To be fair, a lot of the resentment this time was some leftover resentment from the ship being set on fire.
A little.
So, question about literature.
Yes.
So I'm reading this book.
Yes.
It's an epistolary. Yes, an epistolary. And people are
The
writing
hell does that mean?
letters back and forth. And I'm at this part in the book that I am reading where one person's messages start getting really brief and brusque. And do you think in the plot of the book that person is getting really annoyed with the person writing letters? Or
Finn signs at you. No, that sounds like foreshadowing to me.
Jill, are you sending?
what?
Are you talking about a sending that you've done?
No, I'm talking about a book.
Is the person in the book on like a big mission to like save their family and deal with like political,
And like
you
world eater stuff?
coups? Yeah.
Is the person in the book not interested in my gains?
Yes, what about the other person's friend's gains? That seems more interesting right now.
Anyway, I would classify it as I agree with Finn. It's probably something more like I don't think it's irritation, less that, more foreshadowing, probably dealing with a bunch of things that the person who is receiving the letters is going to have to deal with at some point.
So the person receiving the letters should probably not bother the person getting the letters for a while then.
I would say the person getting the letters probably is grateful that they're getting them. So I would maintain the letters, but just understand that the responses might be short or sparse.
Are
Are you
The person sending the letters could also just ask for clarification. Use words. Words to solve problems.
Here are my words that you must send to Max now.
What?
Dear Max,
What?
I am worried about... No, that's one word. About you. I hope you are doing well. Please stay safe. Love, Arturos. And Jill. Hey, 25. Wait, no. Was it 20? That was 30.
That's 20. That's 20, honey.
That's 20?
That's 20.
I did it.
Nice. High five.
High five. There's 5 words for you.
I'm going to save them for later.
Here's 5 words for you. Now we're 25. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, you what? What? Huh? You want me to
send it to Max.
Max, you want to send to Max? Why would you want to send to Max?
I'm
That's
worried
completely
about Max
unrelated to
now.
the conversation at hand. I was talking about a book.
Yes, and your book made me worried about Max. Like, is he okay? Does he need
It's a
comfort?
novel.
Does he need my soft caressing words?
You what? You're soft. What kind of relationship do you have with him?
He's my best friend.
Is he?
Do you not take your best friend's head to your bosom and softly caress his face?
I
While
will take
he
any of
yells
you.
at you, Arturos, get off me! Let me go! I don't need this!
Does that happen to you a lot?
I mean, with Max.
Alviva,
Uh-huh.
if you ever need me to cradle you to my bosom, I will.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys are best friends.
There's a lot of
No.
blushing.
I would cradle you to my bosom as well, Jill. I just felt that like you would probably go to Lachlan's bosom first.
Would you cradle me to your bosom?
I would cuddle you to my bosom as well, yes.
Ah, like the ocean.
Juliana's now shorted out thinking about Lachlan's bosom.
You have to send it to him now.
What? Do I?
I mean, we've got a few days left on ship. Why not?
Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Fine.
Do it.
Okay.
Peer pressure. Yes, it's worked again.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, do I actually have here's 5 words for you at the end? Do you want me to do that?
I mean, if
Hell yeah.
that
But
is
the
the
question
thing
is
you
that
think,
the choice that Giuliano would make as a
yeah,
character?
is it the choice Juliana would make?
That's true. Right. So Juliana Cass. Dear Max, I am worried about you. I hope you're doing well. Please stay safe. Love, Arturos.
And Juliana.
And I'm supposed to say Juliana here.
Is that 25 words?
Let me check.
And I'm supposed to say
Yes,
I
Juliana.
think it's
25.
perfect because that's
And I
6
think
and it would have been 1.
That's 25.
Yeah.
And she opens her mouth to say more and realizes that she hit the cutoff. But I think at the tail end of the message, you can hear like an intake of breath.
All right, so that sending goes off. A couple minutes later, you get back. Hi, Artie. Hi, Jill. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
That's it.
That's it.
He says he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm super worried about it.
Oh no.
Juliana just like scowls and then like I think she's going to do another one that's like, well, now I have to worry about it. What the fuck?
You know, it is possible, since he is having to deal with political shit at home, that he is being, like, mind-read or things like this, and he's trying to keep the both of you safe by not thinking about you too much.
Yeah, okay, no, Juliana's message is going to be like, well, now I have to worry about it. What the fuck? Are you safe? Like, she has completely forgot the Arturo's pretense.
Okay, you get back. Safe for now. Can't really talk. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Did he respond? 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 Did he respond?
I assume it with... I'm imagining right now that what Arnie has done is like he has just put his face really close to Jill's. Like, is he responding? Did he respond? And she puts her hand on his face and pushes it back.
He also grabbed her arm and started tapping on it. Like, did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it?
Arturos?
Yes.
He said he's safe. He can't talk. He'll be in touch. So, I don't know. I guess we just leave it at that. That's great. That's cool. That's cool. That's reassuring. It's fine.
Sometimes you gotta just trust that people mean what they say. He seemed like he was a pretty upfront dude when he wasn't lying.
Excuse me? Did you meet Max? Who is it that you met?
Wasn't he the fuzzy one?
You mean His Royal Highness?
Well, yeah, there was
Maximilian Lucius Regulus Volcarin, Crown Prince of the Vadoni Commonwealth?
He never told me his full name.
Wow, you rattle that off a lot.
I think about it a lot, okay?
We could have had so many royal dates.
I just think he had the one big lie, but not so much the little lies.
Oh no, he lied a lot.
There was the little lie that he told himself about, like, not getting the shit kicked out of him in lots of different fights and getting injured constantly. He's very squishy.
He wasn't a really strong guy, which is why I could put him in a headlock so many times against my bosom. But
so it was a headlock, not really a clasping, reassuring hug.
Potota.
You don't know what potatoes are.
Finn is watching this conversation like a tennis match.
Yeah, no, Max is a liar. Oh.
This is stupid. I don't care. I don't actually care. Why would I care?
I care.
Good for you. Stupid. Secret prince asshole. Trouble. Oh, no. I need to go by myself. I'll be fine. Clearly not fine. What a piece of shit.
I can't stand you talking like this. I'm going to stress it.
No, your nails.
To be fair to him, being a prince, he's dealing with political shit right now, and are we that good at political shit?
We don't know that.
We can probably assume.
I mean, no, clearly we're not good at political shit.
Voila.
Artie did leave with wet nails. He's gonna go rummage through the foodstuffs with wet nails.
Artie, you're going to ruin your nails, and you're going to have everything tasting of nail lacquer.
Yet Finn chases after you. Exit pursued by Kobold.
This is dumb. This is asinine. I shouldn't even. I don't even care. This is fine.
You clearly care, Jill.
He was such a piece of shit, and I hate him.
I'm not sure that you do, Jill.
I'm pretty sure that's what this feeling is, probably.
I don't think that's what that feeling is, dear.
I want to punch his face.
With love.
And then maybe make out with it a little, but mostly punch it.
You want to punch it with lust, yes.
What?
Yeah.
Punch it with lust?
Yes.
I don't care for this conversation.
A kiss with a fist is better than none.
There it is.
I was thinking, don't look at my boner when we fight, but okay.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
I don't know what that's referring to.
It's referring to a shit post.
Do I have to roll for that now?
Yes.
For people not looking at your boner when you fight?
Don't look at my boner while we fight.
That's a character decision only you can make, Rio.
Then why do you have such boner highlighting armor choices?
He does.
Yeah, do you have like a little cod piece?
I don't like cod pieces, I'll be honest.
They're very aggressive.
Feelings are stupid, actually. I'm pretty sure feelings are stupid.
This is a nice shade of green. Thank you.
You're welcome, Alviva.
It goes well with your hair.
Thank you.
Do you think if Artie rummages through a whole bunch of food with like wet nail lacquer, like, do you think that'll reflect poorly on us?
I think it should just reflect poorly on Artie.
You'd hope so, right?
I think Finn would probably have him sit down.
Just accept that we bombed them. If you accept it now, it'll be easier.
But I want to do a good job.
Hey, Kit.
Yeah?
Would Finn be able to convince Arturos to sit down while he looked through food?
Finn's also got polish on his nails that has not dried yet, so
I
this
thought
is
he
kind
couldn't
of
take color.
Yeah, he didn't do polish.
Yeah, well, he can take transparent lacquer. He can't take anything with a color on it, because the color won't show up against the black of his nails.
Well, there are lots of ways around that.
I don't have time for this right now!
Okay.
All right, so Finn would probably do his best to, like, give you, like, a rag to put over your hand as you sort through, like, the food stores.
He's getting himself a charcuterie board.
He's gonna stress eat a charcuterie board.
Nothing like stress eating a charcuterie board.
Nothing like stress eating something that takes a tremendous amount of prep time.
Finn knows his audience.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of the meals on the ship are like 60% charcuterie.
It's really just a fancy word for Lunchables, let's be honest.
Exactly.
All right, so Arturos, you have your charcuterie board. Is there anything else we want to cover before you arrive at Heartspace?
I'm good with arriving.
I think that's good.
All right, cool. After the 16 days in the phlogiston, some of which was spent on fire, you guys arrive and pass through another sphere into Hearthspace, or as you've heard it referred to in slang terms by the rest of the crew, the furnace. And immediately upon entering the sphere, you realize why that is. Generally, space has been sort of a somewhere in the 20 to 25 degree range, like pleasantly warm, but not really hot. You pass into this sphere, and it is like immediately hits you like a wall. It's desert hot.
No shit.
Blech.
Gonna dry out, Artie.
All right, lots of water bottles then.
Why is it so hot?
Wynn downgrades her hoodie from hoodie to tank top.
Do you just rip off the sleeves, or?
No, she just like pulls it off and she's got a tank top underneath.
Yeah, I think it's crop top and short shorts weather now.
Yeah. So, at the center of the sphere, you can see a white-hot sun. However, there do not appear to be any stars studding the inside of the sphere, and you also can't see any large planets. However, around the edge of the sun, you can see sort of an irregular ring-like shape, and as you get closer, you realize that there was once a gigantic stone ring surrounding this sun. And in the years since it was built, the thousands if not millions of years since it was built, that ring has broken into multiple pieces that still maintain their orbit in a vaguely ring-like shape.
Cool as hell.
Wonder what that was for. Are those the hatcheries? They said they'd put them near a star, right?
Keeps them warm.
Does skip someone, that's true.
Do you think they have spray bottles? Or little fans? Or little fans with spray bottles?
Auntie, would you like my help?
Your help?
She says, 1 second, I'm not cacophony, so this is always a little bit awkward. And she, rubs her hand, like, rubs the pad of one finger against the palm of the other, and is like, okay, you do this, and then it's like, voila, magic! And Artie suddenly finds himself wearing nothing but booty shorts that are extremely short and nothing else.
They're all booty, no short.
Yeah, they're all booty, no shorts.
He was already wearing a booty short.
Yeah, but these are like breathable ones.
Yes, these are breathable ones. They got like fishnet on the sides, so it even lets air through there.
Where's my tank top?
It's still there, you just can't feel it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hey, you can see my new tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, that is a nice tattoo.
It's healing all right.
You should.
I think I can press the digitation. It lists a puff of wind, and it has a duration of an hour. So I think I'm doing my best just to create kind of a personal magical fan.
You've just got a little magical fan going.
Mostly for me, but I'll share it with Artie.
He sticks close.
All right, and you guys get closer and closer to that broken ring around the sun.
Cacophony or Win? Win says.
Up to you.
I'm gonna say, for your own personal benefit, probably Cacophony, because this is a lizard folk hatchery.
There are sexy lizards here. Yes, you're correct. I'll be back. And she disappears into her room.
But that means she has a lot of makeup on. And that wig.
She deserves something nice for herself.
I think the nice thing is not dying of this heat.
I think you're underestimating Cacophony's ability to stay cool in any situation.
As you guys approach the broken ring, the captain comes up on deck, and then she waits, and then she seems a little confused, and she turns to you guys and says, "Somebody definitely should have come out to meet us by now. Ships can't usually get this close to a hatchery."
It's haunted.
That doesn't bode well.
When we realize it's haunted, it feels haunted.
Oh no,
Look at it.
if it's haunted, we've got to go get Mr. Hurst's gun.
Y'all, we already know there's undead, but that doesn't mean it's haunted.
Gun.
So is there someone we can, reach out to and contact? Hail? I don't know. Do we just wait and see what jumps out at us?
Do we yell hail and well met?
Captain?
The captain's thinking about it for a second, then she says, "I'm giving the order to keep approaching. If we get stopped, we get stopped. If we don't, we find out what's going on." And she goes below decks.
Is there a, yell to all ships button?
There is no hello horn, unfortunately.
Hello!
Damn it.
Hello!
Galleon!
Hello!
Hello!
You would be immediately destroyed if there was a hello horn.
Stop saying hello!
Cosmic forces.
Oh, I think so often about hello, Mr. Galleon.
I think about hello, Mr. Gowian, at least once a week.
The fact that it's Urban Dictionary defines hello as.
So the ship keeps getting closer to the ring and then circles around to the inside of the ring. And at this distance that you can see that the inside of the ring once had almost planet-like terrain on it. It's a landscape. Just a really, really big landscape on the ring inside that has since been broken up into much smaller pieces of rock.
It's a halo.
It's a halo, except bigger. And you can see on this particular chunk of rock, the first thing you notice is the giant crystal pyramid. Then you notice a bunch of other things, mostly ruins. There appears to have been a city once built around the giant crystal pyramid. That's not there anymore, but the pyramid is still there and appears to be still intact from this distance.
Like the Bass Pro Shop?
Like the Bass Pro Shop.
Ooh.
Cool, thank you.
I was thinking the Mutar Conservatory, but sure, the Bass Pro Shop.
It's the biggest one.
It's two different types of gays, I guess.
Yeah. And then and then as you do get closer, you start to notice more details about the city. You notice that parked outside the city, at first you think it's the corpse of a Kindori, of one of the space whales. But there's a rigidity to the body that seems weird to you. And then you start to notice other things bolted onto it, and you start to realize that this is a ship that has been converted from a dead Kindori. And it is parked outside the city.
Oh, that's not good.
Y'all remember the first time we saw Kandori and there were poachers?
That's not good, Cacophony says as she strides out. She's wearing, a yellow bikini top and a yellow bikini bottom, and then she's got, a kind of a skirt sarong around her that's flowing in the wind. Her hair is very short right now. It's kind of like a neon pink, and it's kind of curled over to the side and just kind of gently floating. And her eyes are, of course, heterochromatic. One a bright, vivid purple, and the other a bright, vivid pink. And she's wearing extremely strappy high heels.
She wore a
Nice.
teeny weeny.
Itsy witsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Itsy bitsy.
Yeah.
This is vaguely sea themed. Should I roll a history?
On what, the Kindori?
The bikini?
On the bikini, yes. A history on the bikini, where it's from. What? No, the Kindori.
Yeah, sure. Roll a history check. This wouldn't be pertaining to before you left your home sphere. This would be pertaining to your history as a pirate.
Okay, history as a pirate. It's only 10.
Okay. 10, you know that space whales are a thing, that the Kindori species is a thing. You know that they are not carnivorous. They don't even really eat plants. They eat sunlight. They absorb sunlight through the spots on their skin. And you've heard stories about them being converted into ships, usually by factions who can't show up to a shipwright and order a ship. People that nobody wants to deal with.
Huh.
Artie, you weren't there, but the first time we saw Kandori was in Storm Space, and they were being hunted by a bunch of undead poachers. I'm guessing this is related. Not to those specific poachers, but just, things they do.
No. People, only bad guys do this.
Any idea how many people might be aboard one of those things?
It is roughly the size of the Kestrel.
Right.
Can we blast it from here? I say we blast it.
Should we Captain, should we blast it?
The captain comes up above decks again and says, our cannons are intended for ship-to-ship combat. We are not set up for orbital bombardment.
It's a ship.
It's landed. In order to get our guns aimed at it, we would have to land directly next to it and open fire.
See, that's the stupid thing about the ship-to-ship combat in a three-dimensional sphere.
Turn sideways.
Turn sideways!
I'm going to introduce a radical concept to you, Captain. What if we go sideways?
Well, you see, once we get that close to the thing, it will orient its own gravity plane on us, which means if we go sideways, everyone slides off the ship.
Delightful. Spelljammer had a stupid reason for stupid gravity.
Yes.
Alright, so we land and we blast it.
We land and we blast it. Or I drop you guys off and keep an eye out for if there's more of those.
I imagine that is going to be the one, Captain. Let's do it.
Yeah, we should probably do it a distance from where they're at, though, so they don't just see a spaceship.
I mean, if we can see it, do they see us?
That depends on who's looking.
If anyone's looking up, they might be able to see us.
Alright.
According to the gravity plane of, she points at the chunk of rock, that, up.
Okay, fine, I'll go put on my fucking heavy armor.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Would you like a costume change?
Yeah, okay. That
I would like a costume change also, because I don't want to have my vulnerable bits out when we're fighting, but also this is hot.
I would like to have a costume change. I'd like to at least pretend that I'm not wearing heavy armor in a desert again.
Yeah. Excellent, wonderful. I will pick you out some bikinis.
Thank you.
Can I also get a sarong?
It's just a booty short gang all rolling up to this intimidating.
We look like we're ready for the beach episode.
Beach episode on the haunted lizard hatchery.
Cacophony is, of course, more dramatic about it than Wen ever was. She kind of flounces left and right, and then she claps her hands and gestures to Alviva. Alviva actually gets kind of a nice bikini. It's got like a leaf print on it. It's not extremely sexy by any means.
Oh, you actually picked up bikinis.
Excellent. No, I'm doing that right now as we speak.
Excellent.
All right, so with your costume changes, the Kestrel swings down on the
Jill too.
The ship can go as we do a costume change.
As we do the costume change. The ship swings down on the opposite side of the ruined city and on the opposite side of the Crystal Pyramid from the Kindori ship. You guys land, disembark rather quickly, and then the Kestrel takes off again. You are now standing just outside the ruined city with the Crystal Pyramid in the distance. What's the plan?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the terrain like? Like, from an eye of someone who knows about, like, natural things, like, it seems like it'd probably be man-made, but, like, what's the deal? What's the kind of flora-fauna situation?
The flora-fauna situation is that at one point this was obviously supposed to be a rather lush area. However, with the intense heat coming off of the star and whatever magics built this thing deactivated, a lot of that has just baked off in the heat. So the result is a more or less just scrub vegetation.
Okay. Hot scrub.
Yes, hot scrub.
Hot scrub in the city.
Can we have a giant parasol?
Not stealthily.
Jill, also being someone who has to, like, swing a hammer around and do, like, a bunch of movement, gets a more supportive bikini.
Okay.
And so she gets, like, this really nice supportive high waist bikini that has, like, a nice little, kind of a crocheted sarong around the bottom.
Oh, okay.
That way, those of you who are swinging things wildly are more supported.
Things aren't gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Very classic. I like it.
I'm also gonna, especially just like if people are, getting sorted, I'm gonna spend a minute staring outward and not talking and concentrating. And I can sense if there are any beasts within 5 miles.
Any beasts within 5 miles? Let me think. You are sensing signs of beast-like life.
Okay.
Something very close to a beast in the direction of the crystal pyramid.
Okay.
Other than that, you're getting nothing.
And it says, so I should be able to potentially get their numbers in the general direction. Do I get a sense of, like, if it's many or one?
The signal is a little muddled because these aren't strictly speaking animals, but you are getting a beast-like indication from them. But you're getting somewhere in the 50 to 100 range.
Ooh, fun. Okay. Hey. Okay.
What's up?
So there's 50 to 100 feral hogs. No, wait. There's like a bunch of things that feel kind of like animals, but kind of like not. There's like 50, 100 of them over in the big shiny
50
triangle.
to 100? Good goddess.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
Is it maybe the what? I've been around lizard folk. Do they tend to feel a bit like that? I would think not.
They do feel a little bit like that. The signal you're getting like from each of those is a much, much smaller creature, though.
Okay. I think I might be feeling the baby lizard folk. Maybe?
Okay. So,
Because that would make sense that there's a lot of them.
all right, so that's a
kinda small.
hatchery up there, and there's a whole bunch, and there's a big ship of bad guys and a hollowed out space whale in there too. Okay, how far away are we from there?
I'd say you're about a 30-minute walk.
Okay, I'd say let's just get going. Let's try to stick to as much scrub as we can on approach. Once we get within eye shot, Alviva, can you hit us with a pass without trace or some sort of invisibility? Right now, I think we should value
Yes.
movement over stealth, and get as close as we can, and then start to slow our roll once we get closer.
Agreed.
We can do that. I could go once we get a bit closer and travel ahead. I can move at full speed while still being stealthy.
That's true. We definitely want to try and get some eyes on this before we all just sort of march up. So that's a good idea.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna do a ranger thing and go ahead. Yeah. I'm feeling worried about burning spell slots too early, so I think to begin with I am just going to just stealth it. I do have the ability to travel normal speed while stealthing if I'm alone.
Okay, so you're going to scout ahead then?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your stealth check.
And we'll start moving forward in the meantime.
Everybody who wants to stealth can roll stealth right now, and then we'll,
Not a great roll. I rolled a 7, so that's a 15 total.
Oh, actually, how far, are you doing that now?
Yeah, I mean, we're only a half-hour walk away, so I think I'm gonna kind of leave now and...
Then in that case, before you leave, I'll just get you I'll hit you with a guidance cantrip, so you can add a 1d4 to that.
Okay, and that's a 3, so that will be a 18 total.
Would we like me to follow behind Alviva just so that way she can, she'll have someone closer in case something goes wrong?
how fast can you move in stealth?
20.
Okay, then yeah, if you want to do Alviva in front, Cacophony pulling up a little bit behind, and then Jill and Artie pulling up the rear, I think that would work.
Okay.
16 for myself.
Do we also roll stealth?
I mean,
If you would like.
but aren't we just trying to get closer first before we start stealthing?
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that I'd go up ahead, see what I see, and then come back and meet people
Okay.
closer to
While
where
we're
we are
en
now.
route, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll cover what Alviva's up to first then. So, Alviva, you start to move into the ruined city itself, and this is... The walls here are maybe ankle to knee height, if that. This is old and this is busted. And you start wandering through the city, and it does appear to be that there's what's laid out in residential districts, things like this. People were obviously supposed to be living here at some point. You move further and further into the city. Roll a perception check for me.
Sure. Oh, I rolled a 1!
Oh, God.
So that's a 7!
All right, so you're not really seeing any signs of life or unlife
Fuck.
so far. Eventually, though, after some wandering around, but with that signal from the pyramid keeping you going forward, you eventually do reach a point where there is appears to be a building that is meant to be an entrance to an underground tunnel that leads into the pyramid.
Okay.
Hey, should we have told Alviva that it looked like a ghost town, I feel like she took that the wrong way.
Yeah, no, she doesn't need to think about ghosts any more than she already does. You know that.
Yeah, no, I kind of said ghost town, and then she looked kind of like she peed herself a little bit.
Okay, you have to start, thinking about your words, alright?
She has anxiety.
You know how many times she has woken up from nightmares about ghosts. She has hit you in the face enough times. I've been there.
I thought... Okay. That requires thinking, though.
I know, but she's your friend and she's worth it.
No, I mean, that requires me being able to think.
Yes, that requires you making an effort, which you need to do because you care about her. Okay?
I don't know if you know this, but my intelligence and my wisdom is just the one.
I'm aware of that, honey. Oh, I'm so... Arturos? You're my tank.
Yeah?
I know. I know your weak points, buddy.
Okay.
You have to think more about whether or not you're saying things that will scare Alviva.
I hope she's just not too spooked to notice the things around her, is what I'm saying.
I mean, she might whip some perception checks, yeah.
It's like when I tried on the Halloween to play Phasmagoria or whatever, and it was like, scary things are happening. Look at the floor. Look at the floor. I can't see the ghost if I look at the floor.
So, avoiding looking at ghosts by looking at the floor, you do find this building that appears to be the entrance to an underground tunnel that will lead into the Crystal Pyramid.
Okay. I think... So I'm pretty nervous, but I am also pretty curious about this. I think I'm going to try and creep up to it to check, if it looks like it's locked and secured, or, things like that. And actually, also, I'm a ranger. I would love to look around to see if I see any tracks of if people have maybe been going in and out of this door.
Cool. So that would be perception, investigation, or survival for looking at the tracks, whichever one you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do survival because I don't do it very often. That's a 23, baby.
You should do survival more often. Alright, so you're looking around. First thing you notice is that there are definitely tracks leading up to the entrance to the tunnel. A lot of tracks, a lot of somethings have come through here. However, you haven't seen any tracks going back out yet. And then as you get closer to the tunnel entrance itself, you could see that at one point, there was a very, very big, secure stone door. However, that has been blasted open by explosives.
Cool. The tracks that I'm finding, do I have any sense of, humanoid, normalish, size, boots versus claw feet, anything like that? What's the kind of,
You're seeing a combination of boots, about human size, and skeletal feet.
No!
Oh no, the skeletons are on the outside.
They have to be skeletons.
Elviva, squishes up against one of the ruined walls and, for a second, and hyperventilates. And is like, skeletons. Skeleton ghosts. And then gets her shit together and hurries back to, meet up with Cacophony first.
Yeah, Cacophony, you see Alviva approaching at quite a rapid speed.
She pauses then and tilts her head. Have you found something?
Skeletons. It's fucking skeletons again, Cacophony.
She reaches out and puts her hand on Alviva's arm. It's all right. We've fought and destroyed skeletons before, and we will again.
Yeah, but this I hate. Actually, wait a minute. I can blast them now.
You can. Cacophony turns and she does a gesture with her hand and then points her fingers forward. And she knows what direction Jill is and can get 120 feet with message. And so she Jill, you get a message in your head of, Alviva found skeletons and is a bit freaked out.
Alright, we'll double time.
Though at the same time, I think Alviva's having this moment of realization of wait a minute, last time this happened I had arrows and swords, which were both very bad against skeletons. Now I can do energy blasts from my hands. Maybe I'm not afraid of skeletons anymore.
We'll have to find out later. So yeah, Jill, you received the message from Cacophony, and you guys are, you're speeding up to catch up? Are you still attempting to stealth or no?
We weren't attempting to stealth at all. We weren't close enough.
Okay. then yeah, you guys, within a few minutes, all meet up at the edges of the ruined city.
Yeah, and so I will report back of like, okay guys, spooky vibes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
Okay.
Kind of more of the same. I didn't see any beings actually out and around. I just felt spooked. But I found the entrance that goes kind of down underground to the pyramid, and it used to be super secure, and someone's exploded it, and then there's like a bunch of tracks going in but not going out. And there's some boots, and then there's some bones, but I think I'm not afraid of the bones. So I'm actually getting pretty hype about saving the baby lizards and blasting the skeleton, so
Atta girl.
let's fucking do this.
Alviva having an entire character arc over the course of a sentence.
That sounds intense.
I can feel babies, I think, and I can shoot blasts out of my hand.
You seem like
I'm
you've
gonna
been
go in
having
blasting.
a really intense character development moment, so I'd say we should probably do another couple of sweeps before we make sure that nobody's observing us, because that got us real fucked last time.
That's fair. I'm not offended by this. I was thinking about ghosts for no reason.
I know, you were very distracted. It's totally fine. That's 23 perception.
Okay, are you following the route that Alviva took over to the tunnel entrance, or are you sweeping the whole city?
I think we're just checking the route that Alviva took.
Okay.
That's me anyway. What about you guys?
I mean, that makes sense in that it's the one I scouted out. I feel like if we were going to go somewhere else, that I should scout somewhere else. Good job, Artie.
Artie got a 4.
Yay!
Kako got a 14.
Artie's like,
Can I roll again, now that I'm, like,
Yeah,
looking around again?
and now that you had your character development moment, roll again.
No, it's an 8.
Okay, so you rolled one better than last time. So that's good.
we're like, this is fine.
Now I'm cocky. Now I'm overconfident. I have swung 100% from terrified of ghosts to, like, let me at them. I'm gonna go and blast it.
Let me out, I'm gonna punch a ghost. Alright, cool. So, Artie,
Uh-huh.
not seeing a whole lot.
No.
Sorry. Cacophony and Alviva, you kind of keeping your head on a swivel, but so far not seeing any activity. Juliana, you're keeping an ear out. You're pretty damn sure that there is nothing moving around, at the very least, on this route towards the pyramid.
Okay, cool.
This is a good route. No one's here.
All right, then.
Should we go right to going down, or should we check out the terrifying whale ship before we go down into the ground?
I would suggest the terrifying whale ship first, because here's the thing: if we check it out first, we clear it, we can kind of cut off the entrance to it, so if anything tries to escape before answering our questions, we can slow them down.
That's true, and we can cut off an escape route, too.
Yes.
Blow it up from the inside.
Yeah, how close are we to from this underground entrance, how close are we to the Kindori?
Well, the route from the opposite side of the city from the Kindori in here was half an hour. It'd be another half an hour to get to where the Kindori is parked.
Then in that
Probably
case...
worth it.
I don't know. Then in that case, I think if they're in there right now doing whatever the fuck to a bunch of baby lizard folk, then I would rather get that problem taken care of first and cut off any more damage.
That's true, actually, yes.
Okay,
I would prefer to
sure.
save the baby lizard folk, if I had to choose.
But
All right.
maybe that's the wrong choice.
Here's the thing, I don't know that it's necessarily the tactical choice, but I think it's the good choice.
Fair enough.
All right, so you guys are headed down into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start on your way down the tunnel. Jill, are you wearing the Space Fun helmet? Because that's going to give off light that allows the people without dark vision to see.
Yes.
Okay.
We will.
So as we
We
will.
appreciate your sacrifice in the name of style. You look really interesting with the bikini.
Yeah, do you
and
think
the...
this goes with the helmet? Do you think this goes with the bikini? What's
Hey,
up?
Hold on. Here's the thing.
What?
I think
Yeah.
the helmet would be disguised, but still
You
active.
think it should be prestidigitated?
So instead
Your head
of...
is just
Hold
glowing.
on. Shush. Quiet. Everyone.
Okay.
So instead of seeing the helmet distribute light, Jill's got a top bun, and that's what's distributing light.
Okay, I'm into it.
That's a very heavy bun, but okay.
Well, it's not the whole of the hair. It's mostly to get it away from your face, but also keeping keeping with the beach day theme.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I imagine is giving off light.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are trying to evade the consequences of the space fun helmet.
I am,
I mean, it's
yes.
still giving off light.
All right, no, look, I can fix this. The bun, sure, but in order to keep making it look like an asshole, aviators.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Or Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans or aviators? Which
Oh,
one's
Ray-Bans
douchier?
are worse. Do the Ray-Bans.
Do the
Mhm.
Ray-Bans.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ray-Bans.
So Jill with a glowing top bun and Ray-Bans, you guys head down into the tunnel, and about 5 minutes of walking later, you start to see destroyed undead everywhere, like blackened and broken skeletons, zombies that have been dismembered and splattered. And they are just like littering the hall as you guys continue down it.
Ew, gross, a dead body.
Okay, well, there's some kind of defense mechanism here.
I'm good. Like, okay, I love this, but also, like, I'm worried about traps now. I'm now worried about traps.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Okay. Artie takes the front.
No, already.
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good. I want to see if we can sense any more, like, undead up ahead. It lasts, like, 10 minutes within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So far, within 30 feet of you, you're getting nothing.
Alright, well, let's keep going, just carefully, keeping an eye out. I don't know if you want me to roll perception. I'm looking for traps.
Yeah, anyone who's looking for traps, roll perception.
19. Not bad.
24?
Okay.
A nat 1, 2.
Oh, God.
Artie, you still want to be in front?
I mean, he's in charge of
It-
being the hit boy.
I feel like Juliana's got a hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Also, I hadn't done this yet, and I was like, wait, traps make me think of Orson. I need a friend, and I'm like, let's get a big one, and I throw out a ball from my bag of tricks. It is my little tiny rat friend, and I'm like, okay. He comes in.
What's this
I
one's
guess
name?
he just nestles in my bosom, because I don't have a
Do you
pocket.
remember the rat's name? I don't.
Can it be Rat Mercer?
Oh my god, it is now. Oh, I don't know though. Rat Mercer's in my bosom.
All right, so
Okay, we're good now.
you guys continue down the hallway, keeping a very keen eye out for traps. And about 10 minutes later, with no traps, no like weird pressure plates or holes in the walls or anything like that, Jill, you look up, and suddenly revealed in the light from the space helmet is a little glowing magical eye floating in the air, just slightly above your head. Gem Jammer is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of this show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back?
Uh-oh.
Are you cozy?
Yes, cozy socks.
Excellent.
Sorry, Jake, for the coughing. My throat does not want me to be talking, so the coughing will increase as the podcast continues.